Welcome back, baby. Sad Money Fall Podcast
Fall weather is here.
finally hit.
That's right. It's episode 5.
It's not the only thing falling. Shout out to FTX.
It's FTX. That's the
Yeah.
Wakanda symbol right there.
Not anymore. After the way that went down, I don't want anyone doing this to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting week. Before we didn't have too much to report. Now we've got like a whole meltdown in the crypto market.
Yeah, the equity markets would say otherwise. That was a good week, I guess, there, potentially. Not really. But, yeah, FTX, don't they have the naming rights to, like, an arena also?
They had the
Miami.
naming rights to the Miami stadium.
Yeah.
And I think they have that for about one more week.
Yeah.
So
They're going to be putting bids out
Yeah.
pretty soon.
And I think this explains why the Lakers are playing so poorly.
Mm-hmm.
It's crypto arena. It also explains why Tom Brady is garbage.
That's why he's getting a divorce.
Him and Giselle are getting divorced. I'm telling you, they were fighting over crypto. It's like, Tom, why did you have me invest in this? He's like, I don't know. I'm just playing. I'm out here, I'm playing. I don't know. Like, you're supposed to be taking care of this. And it's just a big fight out down in Miami.
Lace and dimes, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, look, the Heat, they got it. They invested in it too. How you gonna get mad at me?
The Heat, there was Crypto.com Arena, which
That's the Lakers.
that's the Lakers. That
That's
got
the Lakers.
changed to Exxon Mobil Arena this past week.
The Lakers, the stadium?
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
God.
Shout out to Big Oil.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping the home of the Lakers alive.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Couldn't do it without you.
In the most supposedly environmentally friendly state.
Yeah, it's the Exxon.
Yeah.
You know what I saw that was great was the Pelicans. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you go to this, folks. The Pelicans Arena is named after Smoothie King.
That I know. When I went to New Orleans, I thought that was interesting.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's another thing.
Yeah.
So there's three different arenas named after crypto exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
For Smoothie King, it took them 8 months to allow them to do that because they said, we don't know what you guys put in these smoothies.
Really?
And we need to try them all. They might be bad for people. They might harm people.
Yeah.
And then this shit with FTX goes down.
Wow.
You know.
Yeah.
But watch out for smoothies, man.
You
You
gotta
know, they
watch
could
out.
really fuck with you.
You don't know what's in the mix.
Yeah.
Do you really know what whey protein is?
Crypto, that's fine, but like you could get creatine. You could catch too much of a vibe drinking a Smoothie King.
And Smoothie King is good.
It is, yeah. Shout out Smoothie King.
I had it in Miami. I was addicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're expanding. They're gonna go to Miami next.
Oh, they might own.
They're gonna grab those naming rights too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'll be there. I'll tell you that right now. I wonder if they smell Smoothie King at the arena there.
I can't believe 8 months. I think it's just because everyone wanted to try the smoothies.
I got you. Yeah.
They knew they were good,
Yeah.
so they're like, you know what?
What's in this?
Yeah.
Must be crypto in this. Let's see if we can.
It's love and happiness, man. That's what it is. Yeah, the whole FTX stuff is crazy. They basically went insolvent. Not basically. They went insolvent.
yeah.
Overnight. Yeah.
Within a week.
Yeah.
Within a week, they were like, I don't know. They were like, oh, this isn't good. And then they were like, don't worry, we're gonna get financing to back us up to make sure everything's okay. And the next thing you know, they were like, okay, you can't get your money out, and there's no financing coming, but don't worry, we're gonna be fine. And the next thing you know, they're like, Chapter 11, bankruptcy, we're out here.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because for a guy whose name is Bankman to go broke,
Yeah.
and then also basically they called it a bank run. What happened with him? It's like maybe just look out for people's names because Bernie was mad off.
Yep.
And then this guy was Bankman. So
Right.
we should just start looking out for the names. Be prejudiced. Judge the book by the cover.
Yeah. Maybe if it looks like a scam, it's a scam.
Yeah.
That could be it. And if people are dating each other and working together and say we're not working together, it probably means they're working together. That's the other thing.
We did say last week, though, you should definitely run a scam. So, in fairness, Bankman was just doing what everyone else was doing.
He did it really well.
He
I
did.
guess, yeah.
How fast did this happen? 3 years?
So in 2019, this is part of the the thing is like sometimes conspiracy theory. I love a great conspiracy theory, but they do delegitimize certain things sometimes. So FTX opened in 2019,
Yeah.
right before the election, right? So I think a lot of people are saying out there, they go, okay, if you look at Sam Bankman-Fried's parents, they both were professors. One of them is a professor at MIT, and he worked with, wouldn't you know it, Gary Gensler, who is the head of the SEC right now.
Shout out to Gary Gensler.
Yeah.
Keeping retail investors safe.
That's right. Yeah,
Not.
thank you.
Not.
Thank you for hiring 70,000 people in the IRS. Well, it wasn't you, but you're going to help them out.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, people are trying to put the strings together to say, okay, like they colluded with the SEC. SEC said FTX is fine to some degree. SBF is also the founder of FTX. SBF was the second largest political donor to Democrats.
Shout out to the Dems. We
Yeah.
took it. I should have worn my blue hoodie for this. But.
Yeah. I mean, the money goes both ways, right? But they were the second largest donors. So now people are wondering, like, where the money is, where it's going. They've donated to the Ukraine. They actually airdropped money to Ukrainian citizens when the war in Ukraine started.
Shout out. Get that brick up. Keep stacking. Your bank account get bigger.
I think people, and then some people are saying there's like a pedophile ring in the Bahamas, and I'm like, that's crazy. That's too much.
You know what?
Pick one conspiracy theory and stick with it.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything about a pedophile ring in the Bahamas, but they are down there right now trying to figure out what, I think like with their lawyers, the liability of everything that's going on, right? And what a great place to wait out a meltdown.
Yeah.
Like the fact that he's in the Bahamas, like in the war room.
That's right.
Before they confiscate that, trying to figure out like, okay, what do we do here? I don't know. I admire him that this scam got this far. I'm not happy he took people's money.
Right.
And they can't get it. And at the same time that Crypto.com and is it Kanua?
Kraken.
Kraken and other exchanges are probably going to go down.
Yeah, Crypto.com definitely.
Oh, Crypto.com definitely then is for sure going down. And I'm not happy that this happened. But, this is the same thing. I think we said this a while back, which is like if you don't have the keys, it don't belong to you.
Not your keys, not your coins.
Yeah, if you ain't got a wallet, hot, cold, whatever, leather, it ain't yours. This is be a place where this is, I think, the perfect time for people to become educated about crypto exchanges.
Yeah.
And how those are, you need to have your control of your own money.
Yeah.
A crypto exchange is essentially just like a bank. Kind of like a bank doesn't really, they just create it out of nowhere. And then they were like running, what were they doing? They had 1.1 billion worth of crypto, but they were trading like 1.4 billion or something like that, where they were
like super leveraged.
Yeah, over leveraged, maybe even more than that. But I'm just like,
but it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was was it fractional reserve banking or whatever, where you're just like, and it's kind of cool because it's like that's what you used to do when you were a kid, where you just go like, I'll just make up the number, whatever, give me this and I'll give you that later.
Yeah.
And well, later came.
A little earlier than we thought.
A little soon, right before Christmas. And that's it. FTX is no more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they got to go through bankruptcy, but they're gone. No one's gonna get their money back.
Nope.
And
no one's getting their money back.
I know, like Sequoia. So a lot of venture capital funds. I think what we're interested in seeing is like you look at like Contagion and like where else is this gonna go? It's gonna go into like
banks.
Banks, exactly. Public markets, private markets. Some of the largest like venture capital funds put a lot of money into this guy's idea. Sequoia Capital is one of them.
Yeah.
And what is cool is if you follow the money, is they invested $500 million into FTX. They've already marked it down to zero. They're like, we're fine. But then I think what's interesting is Sam, the founder, took another 500 and he invested it back into Sequoia. So basically, it's like lending money that gets leveraged to lend back, right?
Yeah.
So now, like, when you unwind all that stuff, what is going to eventually happen? Um,
And for anyone that's like
yeah.
watching this and they're like, I don't really understand this, we're probably gonna just like play that clip from Friday where Smokey's counting money. He's like, "Where's my money?" And he like takes the money. He's like, "Okay, 10, 20, 40, 50," and then he just folds it back over and it's like 60, 70, 80. He's like, "Fool, that's $100. Give me my money." That's what they were doing. They would just fold it over and be like, "Oh, I got enough money." Apparently, nobody has enough money. I think the
Yeah.
biggest question that we should all ask when all this stuff with crypto went down is, where's Matt Damon when all this is going down?
Yeah. How
He's a
he's
spokesperson.
escaped a lot of it. Tom Brady took the heat, man.
Yeah, I don't know how Tom's taking the heat.
Yeah.
And Matt Damon somehow is just like chilling,
Yeah.
being like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah. You don't fuck with Jason Bourne, that's why.
I guess so.
Yeah. He's doing okay. It's there was also, I think,
How you like them apples?
Man, I miss Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
He would have been great. If he was the spokesperson for any of these companies, this would have never happened.
He would have told you straight up, this is a scam.
Yeah. But they're paying me a lot of money.
Yeah, they're paying me a lot of money to do this. But this is a scam.
Yeah. It's
It's not your fault.
it's not your fault.
It's not your fault.
It's really, it's not your fault.
It's Sam Bankman's fault. Mr. Bankman. That just sounds like a name a 12-year-old would create, like that movie, was it Blank Check? To just like
Blank
create
Check.
your own
Yeah.
business. They're like, what's your name? You just look around the room, you're like, Bankman.
Man.
Yeah. They're like, okay, that sounds real.
Yeah.
And he became a billionaire, right? Like in
He was apparently worth like $17 billion, something like that.
3 years though, this happened.
Yeah.
He did that in 3 years.
Yeah.
Now it all crashed in the same amount of time.
He has negative net worth now.
He has negative net worth, but think about that. That's the new move, is to be a billionaire and then to lose it all quickly.
That's honestly pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the wave.
The only thing cooler than making $1 billion is losing it.
Yep.
It's pretty dope.
And being like, so what?
That's right. That's really, I mean, that's kind of what Kanye said, to be honest.
Yeah, he's like, so
Yeah.
what?
He's hurting though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. He got kicked out of Skechers, so
Yeah.
I mean that hurt me. I was like,
Yeah.
Skechers? They ain't gonna give him a shot. Come on.
Yeah. It's
They was like, sorry, we do deals with Kardashians. Not.
we're Kardashians exclusive right now.
Yeah, Kardashians had to deal with Skechers. I'll never forget that.
Man. It's what did it make me think of?
The bank run or the?
It's kind of like the plot to It's a Wonderful Life
Okay.
is what happened. But that's not what I was going to say. I lost my train of thought. It was something else to do with all this.
Before Matt Damon?
It was before Matt Damon, yeah. But it had to do with like FTX and all of that.
We were talking about how the banks are going to lose money because that's who's lending the money.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll remember it.
Okay.
I'll remember it.
But yeah, I think the number one thing is educate yourself about crypto. I know a lot of people are going to be like, see, this is what happens with crypto. This is, kind of like how they did with NFTs. And I'm going to be honest with you, this stuff isn't going away.
Yeah.
This is like, I know everyone, this is the future. This is now.
Yeah.
And this is the perfect time. I wouldn't say maybe you have to get in or anything like that, but just, educate yourself about it. And you can buy Bitcoin it's going to get cheaper probably for a minute.
Yeah.
Because this is happening. And
decentralized too.
it's decentralized. Decentralization, this is what it is. It is the future.
Look at the ones that didn't get affected by this, that like did not have anything tied up in this, and that's probably what to make a bet on, I would say. Ethereum, Bitcoin, that type of stuff.
I mean, or even if it did, it's like you got to remember this. There's a difference between being an investor and then being a trader.
Right.
And, I think if you're in it for investing, which is like you hold it long term, then you just do that. But if you're here to trade, that's not really what Bitcoin is for. Like, I think if you had bought Bitcoin, whatever, when it first came out, and then it was at its all-time highs, like 2020, 2021,
Yeah.
that was an amazing investing opportunity.
Yeah.
But if you're looking at it like for 2 months, 3 months, that's not what it's for. Basically, this is for people who can stay zen. Can you stay zen? You know what I mean?
Do you listen to Alan Watts?
Yeah. You listen to Ram Dass?
That's right.
Because that's what you're going to need when you own Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what you're going to need when you own crypto.
That's what the founder of Twitter, that guy Jack Dorsey, he looks like that. He looks like
A zen guy?
He looks like he listens to a lot of Ram Dass.
Hey, if you're not on the Ram Dass train, you need to get out there.
Yeah, but
Save my life.
apparently, I know someone who worked in Web 5, not Web 3. It worked for him, but he's like, yeah, he just was checked out, and he just was on boats, fucking models all day. So is that Ram Dass? Maybe.
Hey, you know what Ram Dass says? He says, you got to become somebody to become nobody. So you got to be out there with the models getting blown. Then you come back, get your company bought by Elon, and then you're like, yeah, I'm nobody again.
This is the hero's journey.
That's it. You got to become somebody to become nobody.
That's hilarious.
Got to go through the process.
Oh, you know what? So I heard. Okay, this is what I was remembering now. So this guy, when they were getting money from Sequoia, apparently, like in their pitch meeting, they were all in it, and it was on like a Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And he was pitching it to the VCs, and they were like, "This guy's amazing. We got to put our money in with him right away." And on the other side of the screen, this guy's there. He's giving the pitch, but he's sitting there, and he's like not looking. And I think they just think there's something wrong with him. But it's because he's playing League of Legends the whole time. He's literally just playing League of Legends.
That's funny.
Yeah. And there's like articles about that, and like people who work there, like, God damn, this guy did that.
All I know is now I want to try League of Legends.
Yeah.
I haven't played it. Is it that good?
I think it means that the VCs are, I don't know, that bad. Maybe it is that good of a game.
Maybe it is. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I just think they have too much money, man, to be able to
care.
Like, I really don't think they care. I think they go, we need to put this money somewhere.
Yeah.
We can't just hold on to this. If we don't invest it, people are going to be like, well, if you're not investing it,
It's a wasted opportunity.
we're going to take it back.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we want to keep our fees, so
Yep.
we got to put it somewhere.
Yep.
So
And
they're like, League of Legends, not that bad.
shout out to League of Legends.
It's not that bad.
These games are so like that's the one thing about social media is it's already bad, but then every time you scroll up on something, there's like an ad for a game where it's like, bet you can't beat this, or like the zombie game. Do you see that one?
Yes, all the time.
Oh my God, where it's just like you see the guy go to the negative 100 instead of just going to +2, and you're sitting there going, go to +2, and you're yelling, and then you're like, you want to get the game just so you could be like, it's not that hard. But meanwhile, it's like that's all it's doing is getting that emotional connection of you watching someone play video games. Because we talk about this, like we don't have video games, but we watch other people play video games.
Yeah.
And it's just something about that, like maybe from the time you're a child, where you're like, I gotta watch someone else play video games.
Yeah.
And then I'm just thinking about this guy who's like playing League of Legends while
Becoming a billionaire.
becoming a billionaire, but at the same time, these people are watching him play video games.
It's like he was in a fucking meeting doing that. It's crazy. And these are some of the supposedly best,
Brightest minds in the world.
In Sandhill.
Shout out to the best and brightest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys. It's fine. You'll be fine. I'm sure.
He really is a legend. I'll tell you that.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's man. I heard that. I'm like, this is one of the funniest things I've heard.
I don't even know how you play that game. Is that like a?
We should keep that in mind when we pitch this podcast.
Just be playing League of Legends.
Absolutely.
What's a better the 2 cup game? I don't know what that is, or
2 Cup.
What's a game that we could play where it's like
2K.
Oh, 2K would be hilarious.
We can play 2K.
2K, if we're playing that. We got My Player. And they're like, someone's like, is that My Player that you guys are playing right now? We're like, no.
What if it was like we bowling and we're like bowling?
Oh my God, yeah.
Fuck, split.
I'm in the back, it's just the tennis. You're up next. And now you take a turn.
That's hilarious. And this sounds crazy, but remember, we're talking about what happened.
Yeah.
This isn't. So maybe this works out. Maybe this is part of the playbook.
It's like a move what you could do where it's like he seems disinterested. Like maybe he doesn't need us.
Yeah.
Psychological warfare.
Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. So that was big. Yeah. I think that was the biggest thing that happened this week.
That was, I mean, billions of dollars. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was huge. That was big. We'll find out later on how big of a ripple effect this will have.
Yeah.
Probably huge. We
Yeah.
missed. Was last week where they rose the basis points, and this week was the CPI?
Yeah, Fed meeting was 2 weeks ago, and then we had the CPI report for October that came out this week.
Right.
And
And guess what? It's all over. Everything's gonna be great.
congratulations.
We beat inflation.
We're in the clear,
Yeah.
folks.
7.7%.
7. And I think the
7.
7.9 were like the expectations. I
Oh,
think.
we beat it. 0.2%.
It's done. Inflation has peaked.
Yeah.
You know, for the numbers that measure everything except energy, rent, things that
Food. Yeah.
the things that you need to live.
Yeah.
It's all fine other than those things.
Yep. And inflation works year over year, but whatever. Last month was chill, but technically if you look at it from what happened last year, it's still up. But it don't matter. It don't matter. There's an easier way to explain this. We should just cut to a guy screaming at the moon. And then that'll be an easy way to do it. What else happened? Oh, the election happens?
Yeah,
the midterm elections?
I mean, technically, they're still happening. It takes us time to count these votes.
Herschel Walker is in a runoff with, I believe, Raphael Sadiq.
Oh, my God. Raphael. Who's going to win that one?
I don't know. This is my thing. I know in Atlanta, they love their football.
Yeah.
And honestly, Herschel Walker, he might. It's a runoff. Honestly, the only way to solve this is just to have him run.
Yeah.
They should actually have to literally run a race, and whoever's faster.
Game over.
Game over.
Yeah.
But right now, I think it doesn't matter. The Democrats won the Senate.
Okay.
Right? And then Congress too, right? They own both, right?
Yeah. I think they do. I think it's they're determining Congress right now with like this runoff.
Oh, okay.
The last I saw it was 49-49.
It's 49-49.
That's what I saw.
So this is going to determine whether or not the nation stays crippin'. So, it's like Kendrick said, is you crippin' or is you blood?
Right.
And we about to find out.
We're going to see real shortly.
Yeah.
And
in other words, nothing's going to change for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's important that you voted.
Right.
That's all that matters.
Whoever it was for.
Yeah, whoever you voted for.
Yeah. It's just important to do it. Yeah, I mean, I think things are going to get more. We've talked about this, like just more populist in general over time. I think more populism. I mean, we're seeing it in places like Venezuela. We're seeing it in Latin America.
Yeah.
We're seeing it even in Europe.
Shout out to my Latinx people.
Yeah. Oh, that made me remember now what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Is that to go back to SBF.
Yeah.
And Sam Bankman-Fried, the FTX founder, because you can't get shit off the exchanges. The issue is El Salvador's dictator. He left all of his crypto and his Bitcoin on FTX. So
wait, El Salvador, all their Bitcoin is literally
with FTX apparently. So
wasn't it like billions of dollars?
It's a lot of money. And this is a guy tweeting, "Hey, I bought more Bitcoin while people in my country are dying," which is, Bitcoin is going to save people apparently. But they issued, they want to extradite him to El Salvador. So imagine being
Sam Bankman?
Yeah. So imagine hearing that a country wants you to be extradited.
If there's one place I don't want to go to jail, it's in El Salvador.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah, I saw that. If I was him, I'd be like, okay, shit just got real a little bit.
Yeah, that's not good.
They were trying to flee to I think Dubai. I think Dubai.
That's where he's trying to go?
They were trying to, but they got detained. Yeah, and they're back in the Bahamas right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. But so
he's running. He's like, I'm just.
Yeah. He's trying to, or he tried to, but he's detained now. I think the Feds got him.
Okay.
Feds got him, and they're gonna figure something out. They're gonna do some deal. He's too tied up. There's too much stuff tied up in this to.
What is he gonna do? Snitch on roll on other banks like J.P. Morgan or something like that? Like.
Yeah. I mean.
You know what I mean? They're not going to jail.
You heard it here first. Rest in peace to Sam Bankman. No, no. Hopefully he's fine. I guess.
He's not a businessman. He's a businessman. I'm not a bank man. I'm a bank man.
Yeah, don't. You maybe steal from people, but don't steal from dictators in other countries.
No, don't do that. That never works out.
Yeah, that's maybe the most important lesson.
They have a lot of time on their hands.
And that guy really loved Bitcoin.
Yeah, he did.
The amount, he even had the laser eyes in his profile.
Yeah.
Like, he loved Bitcoin.
I thought that was a joke. I didn't know that was actually real.
No, it was real, man.
They got caught on the exchange.
I can't believe that he left the shit on the exchange. Yeah, I don't know if it was all of it, but he definitely left some Bitcoin with FTX.
Oh
crazy.
My God, that's just...
A lot of people believed him. Like, a lot of great crypto traders that you like see on Twitter and stuff got caught up in this because they thought that it was like backed and it was a sure thing, and it was as safe as a bank. But
I thought that was the first rule of the crypto though. Like,
don't trust anybody.
Yeah, if you don't own the keys, what are you doing? All right.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I remembered though. That's why I wanted to go back to it because I thought that was like.
So back to
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah. Back to news and inflation.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's coming up.
Yep.
Turkey's up 28%. I heard it's hard to even get a Thanksgiving turkey this year.
No.
Yeah, I heard you can't even cop a Thanksgiving turkey.
Wow, I did not know that.
Thanksgiving turkeys are like Yeezys. You can't even get a pair right now.
Limited edition.
Limited edition. Like, it's going to be a lot of people eating like impossible meat and a boot.
Beyond turkey.
Beyond turkey. Yeah, you can't get a turkey, man. It's like this. And then I remember a couple years ago, it was hard to get them like Patti LaBelle's sweet pies or pumpkin pies. It was something like that. It was like you couldn't get them. But this year, turkey's the hardest commodity, and it's up. So if you do cop it, you're not getting it for retail. You're getting the markup price.
Oh, you're getting it on resale?
You're getting it on resale. You got to go get a turkey on StockX or Goat.
You got a guy in a trench coat. Yeah. He's like, yo, I got a fucking 15-pounder right here.
I got what you need, baby. What you need? What you want? You want a turducken? I got one of those too. That's with the turkey, the duck, and the chicken all together wrapped inside.
Oh, Steve Madden did that?
John Madden did that. He was big on the turducken.
That's right.
Lived to be 90 years old.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, R.I.P. Boom.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Turkey's up 28%?
I did not know that. Especially because I think last year, wasn't the administration saying that stuff was down?
Yeah.
They were tweeting about that.
Stuff was down, but now we're on the back. That's how it goes, baby. Like, I think before earlier we were talking about how much the dollar's up. The dollar's starting to have a little bit of a...
Because of the CPI report and everything.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. So...
A lot of... Yeah.
What goes up must come down. Now, except for turkeys. That's the only thing. Those stay up.
They're up there. Stuffing. What about stuffing?
Stuffing? I don't know. I couldn't find out. I mean, you can eat a turkey without stuffing.
Personally, I don't know about you. This is controversial. Not the biggest turkey fan.
I'm not either.
I would rather have like a nice Christmas ham and then pull it forward to Thanksgiving too.
Oh, you mean do a ham for Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Because pork is
no.
It's good forever.
It is, but you gotta watch out.
It's not good to eat it.
Yeah.
I don't eat pork generally.
Yeah.
Unless it's in like a burrito. Like, I haven't had a Christmas ham or a Thanksgiving ham, or I haven't even had a Thanksgiving turkey in years. But I do eat turkey in like a sandwich.
That's good, yeah.
But on the inverse of that, you gotta watch eating deli meat out here in New York.
Ooh.
Because there's what is it called? Listeria. Like a poisoning.
Oh, yeah.
Of deli meat.
Yeah.
So you can't even get meat nowhere right now in New York City. You can't trust none of the meat.
You gotta buy it at the grocery store.
I think you gotta buy it at the grocery store, but even then it can't be deli meat. Like, it can't be boar's head or something like that.
No.
So you gotta watch where you're getting your meat from.
Yeah.
So.
Or the really old Italian markets.
You could do that too.
Yeah.
Or you just go vegan, vegetarian.
Where's the fun in that in America though?
Be thankful for going green. In more ways than one.
I mean, there's no hate to vegans, but being vegan in America is like it's missing out on a lot.
Honestly, I might try and see if I could eat something vegan for Thanksgiving this year. Cause I'm not.
Tell us about that.
I like vegan food.
After you do it.
I like vegan food. I'm just gonna say this. Was it seitan?
Okay. I don't
You
know
ever
what
had
that
that?
is. No, I don't know what
Oh
that
my
is.
God, seitan. It's the devil's penis. It tastes so good, but they use that in a lot of things to replace meat or chicken, and
Okay.
like you could eat seitan hot wings, and like seitan like they'll put it on pizza,
Okay.
and like I have this thing in it's called Urban Vegan Kitchen in Queens, Astoria. Shout out to them. You can promote us, or you can sponsor us.
Amen.
They have the amazing hot wings that I get from there,
Okay.
and then they also have a Korean barbecue pizza, and that's amazing. And I'm like,
And they're vegan wings.
they're vegan wings,
Oh, that's cool.
and they taste delicious. It's like you won't even notice. The Impossible Burger, oh my
Okay.
God. The only thing about being vegan is cheese. You can't replace the cheese.
No,
There's mushroom cheese, there's like nut cheese, but it doesn't taste.
it doesn't hit the same.
It's not the same, but you could. Like when you eat that, you can't look at it and eat it.
Ooh.
You gotta like be like,
You gotta
oh,
eat in the dark.
yeah. You gotta be like, you gotta be dabbing and eating it and being like, this is alright, it's okay, it's alright, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But go vegan for like,
Thanksgiving,
yeah. I don't like Thanksgiving food.
the holidays. It's all right. Yeah, I like everything except the main thing. Like I like the stuffing. I like the mashed potatoes.
I hate.
What else? I make a lot of like Armenian dishes. Like also like green beans. Like those
hate
are
all of
good.
it.
You hate all of it.
I hate the cranberry sauce. I
Okay.
hate. It's the pie I like. But I
Pie's
hate
great.
the what is it? Yams. I hate all of it. Like there's not. I
What
just don't
about
like it.
what about the yelling with family? That's the best part.
I don't like that either.
Really? Okay. All right.
Yelling at you? No, no, no,
No,
no.
yelling with, not yelling at.
Oh, yelling with.
Yeah.
Like yelling at like a TV or something?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I'm not
like,
selling you on this.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
no.
at all. No, I'm like,
That's
nah,
fair.
No, Christmas is a much
Okay.
far superior holiday, but you know,
Yeah.
shout out to the Native Americans. Don't celebrate. I mean, I guess don't celebrate this, but you know, if you want to, you could do that too. But I just want to show some respect to my Native Americans,
Right.
and say, you know,
You know what?
white people fucked up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That is a good point though, because with food, I also read that the Tyson Foods CFO,
Yeah.
he got arrested for falling asleep in another person's house.
Tyson is in Tyson chicken nuggets and
Yeah.
chicken tenders, and
Yeah, the stuff you buy in the frozen food section.
that shit is delicious.
If you're a lonely person.
Yeah. If you're ever just sitting around and you're like, you know what, I think there's too much water in my body.
Yeah.
Just go buy some Tyson chicken nuggets and the sodium will soak all that up real quick. And he fell asleep in someone's house?
In someone's bed, like in their house. Imagine not only getting into someone's house,
Yeah.
but falling asleep in their bed. And then waking up and being like, oh, my bad, wrong house. Honest mistake.
So the person was asleep in the bed too?
I don't know. I don't know if the other person was in the bed, but they
Yeah.
arrested him, and from the details they released, he was in someone else's house asleep.
And he was drunk?
Something was going on.
Or was he just exhausted from working all day at the chicken farm? Think about
Yeah.
that. Think about the hours he was putting in on League of Legends at the chicken farm.
Yeah.
I know a
Yeah.
guy that did that.
How's he doing?
He's all right. You know him too. I don't want to say his name.
Okay,
but-
don't say his name.
Yeah, but he was a what do you call him? Air conditioner repairman. And he went in to go repair someone's air conditioner, and he didn't do that. He just went to sleep. And then the person came home, and he was asleep in their house. And they said, "What are you doing here?" He's like, "I'm here to repair the air conditioner." And they're like, "Well, did you?" He's like, "No, it was so hot, I fell asleep."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Apparently this guy was drunk and he like passed out.
Oh, he was drunk. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But
That
that's
makes
still
more
like
sense.
hilarious.
Yeah.
CFO of a company did that. Tyson Foods, not only.
Yeah.
Invite him to your Thanksgiving.
Yeah, speaking of birds going up, how about the one going down? Elon is supposedly losing, what, $4 million a day?
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needs that $8, man.
I was looking at the like the capital structure because these all these different like bonds, right? For
Yeah.
he didn't want to put up all the money himself, and there is more interest payments than revenues coming in
Yeah.
that are like especially because like so many advertisers pulled their revenue or
Yep.
pulled their money.
Yep.
But it is funny because a lot of people have been verifying like fake accounts, like Chiquita Banana. Do you see that?
I didn't see Chiquita. What happened with Chiquita?
Chiquita, someone came in and they said that they were overthrowing another government.
Yeah.
And then the real Chiquita Banana tweeted, "We go, this is false. We haven't overthrown a government since the 1950s."
That's not true.
That is 100% true.
I mean, it's not true that they haven't overthrown a government since the 1950s.
No, but the verified account said, "This is false. The last time we overthrew
Oh,
government
okay,
was
okay,
in the
okay,
1950s."
Like the DR.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was I was gonna say because they control. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
the DR that they over. That I know about.
It's just
yeah.
funny that they admitted to that, but they're like, the other shit is false. We did overthrow government, but we haven't for, 70 years?
I mean, that's the other thing that a lot of people don't know is that food companies like Dole, Chiquita, they do actually overthrow governments in other countries. Like even Burger King.
Gangster.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get that beef somehow. You know what I mean? What's beef? You want to have it your way? Well, for you to have it your way, somebody can't have it their way. That's how
right.
it works. Yeah, Dole is, I think, in the Philippines.
Really?
Yeah, there's this movie you could watch. It's called Hunger for Profit, and it'll teach you about how, like, even you just using olive oil, it's like somebody's got to like have their olive oil farm stolen from them.
Damn.
And that's how you get it. That's how you get it for cheap.
That's crazy.
Shout out to Clips. We're talking about, was it Twitter's going down?
Yeah.
Something else happened on Twitter
Although
where someone took his account.
it hasn't, it's never been more fun being on Twitter.
Yeah,
Not never, but it's very fun right now.
This is the Wild West right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Especially because of like the FTX stuff, but it's not fun in a way that they're gonna do better. They're very clearly a sinking ship.
yeah, this is the Titanic, and we're all like the band, just like
Yes.
playing it out, being like,
Yeah.
this is crazy that this is happening. It's fun.
It's a historic moment.
It is. People have taken the Tesla account, put the blue check mark.
That's what they did.
What did they say about it? It was so funny. They were like,
A second car drove into the World Trade
that's
Center.
what it was.
Like,
Someone was like, a second car has hit the World Trade Center. A second electric car has hit the
Yeah.
World Trade Center. You're like, oh my God.
It's hilarious.
Elon has opened a bag of worms. And then Kathy Griffin got kicked off
She
for
did.
pretending to be Elon Musk.
It is funny that she got kicked off.
Yeah, she's pissed off Trump and fucking Elon. Who would have known Kathy Griffin was the ultimate troll?
I know. It was surprising. Yeah.
I was like, I don't think she's... And then now everyone's changing their name to Kathy Griffin.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
to like support her.
Interesting. Apparently, she took over the account of her, I think, dead mom. Like,
Really?
Yeah. She's like, I'm tweeting from my dead mom's account.
Now? After she got kicked
So
off?
she's like, I got kicked off, so I'm just gonna use my mom's account right now.
Or, okay. Shout out
very-
to Kathy Griffin, man.
You're
She's a
doing-
real one. She doesn't get enough appreciation in
Yeah.
comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. She's doing what she's got to do.
Yeah. Elon's not doing what he's got to do.
No, I mean he's got a good sense of humor about it, I suppose. But
Not when it comes to him.
you know that sink? You said he brought the
He
sink.
brought the sink, yeah.
I think now we know why he brought the sink, is because that place is sinking. That's what that is. There's a picture of that, and we figured it out. It took us
So-
about a month to get there.
How do you think he repairs it? He's got to get advertisers.
I think I think the answer is he doesn't.
He just bleeds it out.
I think so. I think he's going to have to put some more of his own money up,
Okay.
basically. And he's going to have to, there's like a lot of first lien, second lien debt. There's like debt that is trading like 50 cents on the dollar, whatever.
Is
I think he's going to have to buy a lot of it at some point.
is Trump on Twitter? Is he back? They reinstate him?
Not right now.
Okay.
I have no idea what's
Because
going on.
honestly, I think he might just start having a lot of hate back in.
I think he is, yeah.
Like when I think it was like a week ago
Yeah.
or two where like they allowed everyone back in and
Yeah.
then like the usage of the N-word went up like 200%.
Skyrocketed. Everyone was using the N-word.
Yeah. Everyone was like, nigga, we back. Nigga, we made it. It was crazy.
It was crazy, yeah.
That's what it was wild.
I was like, this is too much for me today.
Yeah.
I'm shutting this shit down.
I was like, God damn, what is this, a Papa John's commercial? The N-word was like flying out of there. I was like, God.
Yeah.
Shout out to Twitter.
So, I mean, I don't know how, because now he's got to run that and Tesla
Tesla.
and SpaceX.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And he has like 18 kids.
I don't think he sees them.
No, that's probably the easiest problem of his.
Yeah, the
honestly.
kids is like they know what's up.
Yeah.
They're like, "Where's Daddy?" And he's like, "That's what the money's for.
Right.
This is your God."
Yeah. This is the arrangement. But you know, he's got a lot. I mean, good luck to him, right?
I don't think he needs luck, honestly.
Yeah.
He just needs to call Sam Bankman, and he can help you figure out how to run.
Plug that hole.
Yeah, how to take Twitter to the next level. Honestly, if you really want, just call Kanye. Kanye ain't doing shit.
It's true.
I'm sure Kanye's got a couple
Well,
ideas.
he let Kanye back on Twitter. That's one of the first things he did.
I know he let him back on,
yeah.
but how about you let him run Twitter?
Oh, that would be great.
Kanye running Twitter? Oh my God.
He'd be like, you can't tweet in words anymore. You
Yeah.
can only tweet in colors.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
And guess what? People would try and do it.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to say who, but they don't want me to do this. And then like a couple minutes later, he'd be like, DA Jews. That's who did it. You're like, okay, Kanye.
That's enough time for you and your CEO role today.
Yeah. How fast would he get kicked off of Twitter?
I don't know. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah, it's there's that. I think it also, a lot of this stuff has been like telegraphed. Like a lot of people have been talking about flashing warning signs for this stuff
For
online. For, I guess, Twitter and like what's gonna happen for crypto.
Yeah.
A lot of people. Shout out to this guy Mark Cahodes. He's uncovered like a lot of frauds, and he's been shouting about FTX specifically for months and months and months, and saying specifically how this guy's a fraud, and no one listened to him.
Yeah.
And no one was like, yeah, he's, for whatever reason, I think like they were like,
Because nobody wants to believe that they're not making money.
yeah,
Like they like it.
complacency.
It should be this easy.
Right.
It's like, we're making money. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, shut up. That's kind of how it is.
Let the game keep going.
Yeah. What are you talking about? We're all making money.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you're not supposed to make it this fast or this easy.
Yeah.
So.
And there were other people too. I think a lot of them are like anonymous accounts, so can't shout them out. But he was one of the ones who like was going on TV and saying like, yeah, this guy's a fraud. And yeah, I just, sometimes those things have merit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Always. What did they say? Seek a second opinion. I mean, even if you're
Yeah.
trying to make a move, you're like, all right, but is this a smart move for now, down the
Yeah.
road, whatever? Just
Yeah.
always think longer term.
Yeah.
I think that's a better way to look instead of thinking such short term.
Yeah.
Like when everyone was doing those shit coins and everything,
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, I'm still doing them. No, I'm kidding.
hey, I mean, look, if you can pump it, you know what
Yeah.
I mean, do it. But there was that minute where
Everyone.
Dogecoin, Cum Coin,
Right.
Shiba Coin,
Come Rocket.
Come Rocket,
Yeah.
Beer Goggle Coin. It was like
Yeah.
it didn't matter what you wanted to do. I saw something. Russia announces 12 more countries want to join the BRICS. If you know what that's, Russia, China, Brazil,
Yeah.
whatever, and then at least 12 more. So if they are accepted, they'll have at least 50% of the world population.
Wow.
And a larger share of commodities, oil, gas, metals, etc. And essentially, all they need is a currency.
Yeah.
And what does that mean for what we're talking about? It just basically means the more the more countries. I didn't mean companies.
Freudian slip.
Yeah. The more countries that join the BRICS, that means the U.S. dollar is getting dumped.
Yeah.
And that means that, we're going to lose power. But
Slowly.
what that really means is a war is coming.
Yeah.
Because that's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunately.
that is what that usually means.
Yeah.
Because we fight over the status. The most powerful thing to have is the reserve currency.
Yeah.
And America's not just going to let that happen.
No.
So I think there was a tweet or something earlier this week or a week ago where American troops are on the ground in the Ukraine.
I read
But
that too. That
weapon inspectors.
Okay.
But
Yeah. We know what that means.
you kind of know what that means.
And that's why like some people Also, like, why are we sending so much money to the Ukraine? And because they're thinking about that. Because they're like, this is going to lead to some greater things if the Ukraine doesn't win.
Yeah, this is going to lead to
Yeah.
major problems, and
Yeah.
uh,
All of the Western world does not want that,
no,
especially us.
no.
Yeah.
So we have to send them however many billions of dollars that they need.
Yeah.
In fairness,
You know, I actually heard that Russia is going to sponsor the Miami Heat's arena. I heard that that's part of the New Deal.
hey, I'd go see a game.
This is breaking news.
The color scheme is already red, so you know
It's
why
there.
not? The Miami Ruskies.
The Miami Comrades.
Yeah.
They're ready to go. Yeah.
That was a little alarming when I read that.
For breaks.
Yeah, 12 more countries want to join, which means
Yeah.
that the rest of the world is fed up with us and their
Yeah.
dependency on the dollar.
And this goes back to a lot of ways. It goes back to inflation because we just went through 50 years of deglobalization or globalization.
Yeah.
And what's happening with this fracturing is we're going to go back to deglobalization.
Brexit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brexit, BRICS, the wars going on, and what's going to happen from that is that, like, okay, we got a 7.7% print for CPI.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how do we know that, things aren't just going to get more expensive? Like, you're saying Turkey, it's, like, hard to get that. We're going to have to refill the strategic petroleum reserves, too, the SPR here, now that midterms are over.
Yeah.
So I don't see, like, I know we both agree with that. Like, it's going to continue to be an issue. And this is, like, one of the many pieces around all of that, I think.
Yeah, and we're still eating last year's food.
Yeah.
So, we'll see what this year looks like. But, when you're eating all these turkeys and everything and you're like, oh, man, this tastes good, just remember this is last harvest.
Don't forget.
Yeah. That was your old bitch.
Last year.
That was your old bitch. Now you got a new one. It's Jennifer
That's right.
Aniston. It's like, you know what I mean? We got to see what this new harvest is going to look like.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's like, I think just in our everyday lives, I was thinking about it yesterday where I see more cops on the station, but like I was talking to a friend of mine about it where it's like they're just there to make sure people aren't invading or evading the fares here, which is the fares $275.
Yep.
And they're saying that'll stop crime because they go, well, most of the people that are like hurting people or beating people up or slashing them, they're not paying the fine. But I think not too long ago there were 4 attacks at Union Square.
Very recently.
It's like
Someone got pushed on the tracks.
Yeah.
Too.
And there is a police station above, like, I mean, not even on like street like level. I mean, it's in the station.
Yeah.
So for 4 attacks that happened there, it's like, what the hell is going on? And then our mayor Eric Adams, sorry, not mayor, socialite Eric Adams, you know what I mean? Is out here sipping margaritas and making Negronis, and it's like
in the club.
Supposedly he was supposed to make the city safer. That was the platform he ran on.
Right.
And it doesn't seem to be happening.
Well, I mean, he made it safer for him.
That's a good point. Yeah.
He has 24/7 security now.
That's a good point.
He's in the club, so technically, he did do right by what he said he was
by
going
himself.
to do.
Yeah.
He made himself safer.
This man is like. And it's like a weird thing where it's like apparently if you can pay the fine, you can do the crime. It's like you pay that $275, everyone's just on the subway wilding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling you yesterday. Like yesterday, I got some drunk guy was like threatening to kill me, my whole entire family.
Yeah.
And then by the end of the train, we became friends, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I want to be your bodyguard, your security. Let me give you my phone number." He's telling his life story. I was like, I was in jail for 10 years for robbery.
What was his phone number?
His phone number was like 13 digits. It was like, he's like, I had 647-58321 underscore. I was like, underscore? All right. Okay, sir. Yeah.
You call it, Mike Jones picks up.
Yeah.
Hey, who is this?
it was just an interesting like ride, and I was just thinking like this is a packed train,
Yeah.
and there's like this whole thing is like we're trying to make the subway safer, but this drunk dude is on here threatening to kill me, and
Yeah.
the funniest part about it was he's like, man, he's like, he's like, you young kids, you don't have no respect. He's like, what are you, like 20 something? And I'm not 20 something. And I was like, yo, shout out to this dude. I was like, this is the sweetest threatening of my life I've ever had ever. He was like, you young as hell, ain't you? I was like, you know what, fam? Yeah, you're right. You could be right about something.
Got some tight skin.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah, man. Just because I don't drink. He was over there. He had 2 bottles. He had one full of vodka and then one full of Gatorade.
Yeah.
And he would take this one and then do that one. I was like, man, I don't think this is getting better anywhere. It seems to be getting worse.
Yeah. Yeah, right now, yeah. It definitely feels that way. It's starting to feel like Gotham City again.
It is, but it feels like a war on poor people.
Yeah.
That's really what it is. It's not about making anything safer, just like a war on.
And that's everywhere.
And that's everywhere. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
shout out, I mean, Dave Chappelle kind of talked about it. He did SNL's monologue yesterday, but this is kind of going back to like, I think populism is going to be a big determining factor in most nations, and that's a lot of developed nations too, in the next decade, really.
what do you think is going to happen?
I think people are going to continue to gravitate towards those that say they can help the masses. And those people who say they can help,
Any which way possible, even if it means lying.
they're going to run the same playbook that they've been running. Where
So
they're like,
saying 2 years presidential election, whoever runs, they're just going to be like, look.
look at Bernie and Trump. They're actually, Bernie and Trump are more similar than they are, different, in my opinion. Everyone can have their own opinion. But, like, they're more similar than not, and they're both had pretty heavily populist platforms. If you take away the things that the right and the left use to fracture.
Yeah.
They're very similar, in my opinion. So I think we're going to get a lot more people like that. I think AOC could be president in the next 10 years, no question.
Really?
She could definitely run, she's very populist. So I think that that's going to be more prevalent in the agendas in Congress and the House and everything.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday with the girls we met in front of Van Leeuwen, where it was like, we don't think it's difficult to be a president if you're a woman, but we always thought it'd be great if like a woman could Mrs. Doubtfire the presidency, where she runs on the platform as a man, and then when she gets to the inauguration, she like takes the wig off, and she's just like, I just love America so much, and I just wanted a chance, and we all really like her and respect her after that.
That would be beautiful. And again, it would be beautiful if it was Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Specifically Robin Williams.
Well, we'd have to do it. Who could do it?
I would vote for Robin Williams. I don't feel bad saying that.
Well, he's passed away, but I mean, like, who could do it? Like,
I'm gonna write him in anyway.
You still writing him in?
Yes.
Who could? He just hologrammed in like that Tupac hologram for Coachella.
That's right. That's right.
Who could do it? That's a woman right now where you go like, oh, she could play a man, and I wouldn't.
You know what?
Ellen? No, that isn't. Man.
Ellen is not a.
No.
It's a succubus.
That's a good point. Everyone hates Ellen.
We'll have to edit that out.
Yeah, everyone hates Ellen. So who's a?
I mean, Oprah.
Oprah? I think you would know it's Oprah. Oprah's got some big giant breasts.
Okay. So not a woman, but
it could be. It has to be a woman.
Okay.
And she's gonna pretend to be a man.
Okay.
To win the presidency.
Because I was gonna say Jack Harlow because of his hair.
Oh, Jack Harlow.
Nice, but that's not the right one.
We gotta think of We'll think of someone. Honestly, probably Doja Cat. I feel like she could get away with it.
Doja Cat could do it. Yeah. Because she's like a shapeshifter.
Yeah, Doja Cat's been like 6 different people in the past year.
I would even say 2 weeks, man.
Maybe in the past 2 weeks too. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is there anyone else where I'm like, who could get away with this?
Doja Cat for president.
Doja Cat for president.
Yeah.
Kiss Me More platform.
Man, I don't know. It's like
we have to think hard, like about who could do.
You know who could? This makes sense because she's detained in Russia right now.
Brittany Griner.
Brittany Griner.
Oh my God, yeah. She was like, I know exactly how to beat the Russians.
Yes, Brittany Griner.
They're gonna have to break her out like that movie Black Widow. Did you see that when they had to break that dude out that Russian gulag?
No.
Oh my God.
Is it good?
It was like insane. It was like basically Captain Russia. Instead of Captain America, they had to break out Captain Russia.
Oh my God.
And the gulag he was in was like, oh my God. I was thinking every time I hear about Brittany Griner, I think that's what she's in.
She's in the go. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
sounds horrible, man.
And I
Damn.
think at least, like I said, 9 years.
Yeah, it'll be
9
longer
years
than
in
that.
a Russian prison.
It'll be longer than that.
Yeah.
It's tough. Yeah. So I think if we look at the markets, like maybe to end it, I think we got a pretty nice relief rally. Like a lot of it, without going into crazy detail, is due to just market positioning, market structure. We went from 3,800 to 4,000 on the S&P like in 2 days. But I think we might get a bit of a Santa rally.
Of course.
You know, it typically comes.
Of course.
But I think similar to the summer when we said that, you know, people were taking off for the holidays, I think we will resume
The downfall.
the downfall
Yeah.
in January.
I
Yeah.
think we will too.
But, you know, that should not stop you from eating turkey with your family.
Enjoy the holiday season.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll be talking more before then, by the way, but we're just
Yeah.
saying, make sure you do enjoy it.
yeah, enjoy the, whatever you're going to eat for Thanksgiving.
Last year's food.
Yeah, save. I mean, I don't know. You can't really save at this point. But whatever gifts you buy,
Yeah.
make sure they're going to be in your life next year.
Yeah.
So if you got a
absolutely.
boyfriend or girlfriend right now, don't go all out.
Make sure they're going to be in your life, first of all.
Yeah.
If you're like, I don't know, cut it. You know, find a new one or be alone.
Or that. But I would always say,
Yeah.
just make sure whatever gift you get them, you're going to feel comfortable with letting that go. Because you don't want to, like you said, you don't want to go into debt.
Right.
You want to buy someone like, I don't know, a
Right.
Cartier wristwatch or whatever. I don't know, however you guys are balling out. For your significant other. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're doing Coach. I don't know if you're doing Balenci. You know what I
Right.
mean? Louis Vuitton. It's like, it's up to you. But I was down in Chinatown earlier, and I'm telling you, they got just as, it looks exactly the same.
It does.
You go there, you get a receipt from the Cartier.
Yep.
And then you leave it around somewhere.
Get the real box, too.
Get the real box.
That's the trick.
Yeah.
You get the real box, you put it in there.
And then, you know what I mean? And then if she finds out, how much does she, you know what I mean? Then you know how much she really loves you.
But you know what, Alex? You know what they always say?
What?
It's the thought that counts. So this is your way of testing. Is it really the thought that counts?
And you know what they say, too? A penny for your thoughts.
Ooh. Bars.
So here's our 2 cents.
Oh, man. I think we're done with that.
That was it. That's what it ended.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Sad money out. We will see you soon.
Money never weeps.
Money never weeks.
Yeah.
Stay safe out there.